This is percents, level 2. We're converting, wow, 8,722% into a fraction. Okay, there's a couple of ways of doing this. One way is we can convert it to a decimal. Okay, I think that's probably the easiest way, which is 87 and 22 hundredths, right? And once it's a decimal, remember, to convert a percent to a decimal, move the decimal place back twice and lose the actual percent symbol. So this is move it back to, or divide it by 100. So that's 87.22. So, and then we just write it in fraction notation. So 22 hundredths. Now we're not finished. We just have to reduce this. So what goes into 22 that also goes into 100? 2. So we divide the top by 2. That makes 11. Divide the bottom by 2. That makes 50. Okay. All right. Convert 53% to a fraction. Now 53% is, now there's, remember I said there were two ways of doing this. 53% as a decimal is 0.53, okay, which is 53 hundredths. Okay, that's the other way of doing it. You know it's 53%, so it's 53 per 100. Okay, and then we just reduce the top and the bottom. Now 53, nothing that goes into 53 goes into 100. I believe 53 is a prime number, right? We actually, to test if it's a prime number, you only have to check up to its square root, which is 7 point something. So we would only have to check all the prime numbers up to 8. Does 2 go into it? No. Does 3 go into it? No, because if 5 plus 3 is 8, 3 doesn't go into 8, so it doesn't go into 53. Does 5 go into it? No, it doesn't end into 5. Does 7 go into 53? No. 7 eighths are 56, so 7 doesn't go into it, and that's it. Okay, so 53 is in fact a prime, so it's not going to reduce at all. Okay, 50% into a fraction. I'm just going to write 1/2, right? 50 over 100, which reduces to 1/2. 32%, that's 32 over 100. And then reduce, the top and bottom are both divisible by 4. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. 100 divided by 4 is 25, so 8/25. 70% to a fraction, so that's 70 hundredths, which is 7/10, right? So I'm just chopping off a 0 from the top and the bottom. 7/10. Okay, so here we have 2,176%. So we can do it the two different ways. We can write this as 2,176 divided by 100. But I don't think that's the easier. When you have big, huge, it's not the easier way. When you have big, huge number percents like this, convert it to a decimal first. So I have 21 and 76 hundredths. So 21.76 is 21 and 76 hundredths. So we just, use our fraction notation. So 76 over 100. Okay. Now, 4 goes into 76, and 4 goes into 100. Right? 4 goes into 76. Well, we know that 4 goes evenly into 40, and 76 is 36 more than 40. So 4 goes into 36 9 times, and 4 goes into 40 10 times. So 4 goes into 76 19 times. Okay, if you didn't know that, you could say, look, this is even and this is even. So I'm going to half the 76. Okay, half of 70 is 35, and half of 6 is 3, so that's 38. Okay, half of 100 is 50, but this is still even. So I'm going to half the 38, which is 17. Okay, half of 30 is 15, half of 8 is 4, so 15 and 4, sorry, not 17, 19. And half of 50 is 25. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let me see if I can fit this last one in. That's going to be 8.86, so 8 and 86 hundredths. Half of 86 is 43. Half of 100 is 50, so 43/50. All right, so that's how you do level 2. Have a good night, converting huge percents into fractions.